All right, shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah HaKadash, and double honors to elder apostles, elder bishops, great millstone within true fam. Peace and salutations to hopeful elected is pushing the word all four corners to the sincerity. I'm the brother Kalamba Bar, come back with another lesson to edify the body. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the house of David. And Lord's willing, edifying video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakadash. I just came out to see. I just came out from the movie seeing a Civil War, and I just want to give my take on it. And it was all about the reporters and stuff going through, through the whole movie from New York to Washington, But it was beautiful because the prophets, let's go there. Let's go to Jeremiah 28:8. Because because they have to, like the apostles say, like if you understand prophecy, if you understand what's going on and the Lord has opened your eyes, he allowed you to come into his circle. And you have to be predestined to be in the circle of the Lord. Lord's when we were predestined, but the prophets are subject to the prophets, right? But the reporters, right, they're reporting what was going on, going to, trying to, as they were coming from New York to Washington, they had like civil, it was like, reporting. But, let me jump into it. It was all spiritual. And it says, this is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms of war, and of evil and of pestilence. That's exactly what that movie portrayed. But you can tell that it was Hollywood. Hollywood did it, but because they don't know they don't know the real skinny. They can tell you currently what's getting ready to happen because they feel it. They're going through it. But the Lord's telling everybody. He's telling everybody what the Lord's about to do. And only the elect is going to wake up. It's all about the elect, man. We understand that 2/3 is going to be cut off and die on this side. But, we're all going to be saved in the kingdom. The Lord's going to be predestined from the foundation, man. But our prophets, the prophets of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, of today's time, are the men of great millstone. Start with Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Aramla, Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Rakah, the elder bishops, the elders, the brothers, because we wholeheartedly fear the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and we're gonna keep his commandments, for that's the whole duty of man. Because we didn't, because the prophets, Jeremiah didn't. He was 12 years old, and he was prophesying against the kingdom of Babylon. So you understand, this is the Lord's Spirit, man. Now the Lord's getting ready. The Lord's Spirit is in every place, man. Everywhere you go, the Lord's Spirit is for good or it's for evil. It's just the way it is, man. This is Jeremiah 28:8 again. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied of both many countries, great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. That's what you see in today's 2024. Who has brought this out to you since they came on the scene? Since Abba Bivens came on the scene on our highways and byways? King Masha, the 7, High Priest Ariah. Now they passed on. Some of them, we're gonna see them again. But the men of great millstone are the vanguards that have been telling you the truth, right? And all these little I was in the movie, and before the movie even started, they had like Deadpool and Wolverine. That was very spiritual because There was the northern and the southern kingdom coming together, man. That's what I felt. Then you had all these little scary little movies. Because the Lord is telling you he's bringing evil to the place. Bad times. Redeeming the times because the days are evil. Evil means bad times. And everyone out here, man, you're in trouble. It says the prophets which prophesy of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass. Let me read this one again. This is verse 9. The prophets which prophesy of peace, those other camps, IUIC, all these little, all these other ones, right? They prophesy of peace, saying that there's no Jacob's troubles is gay. What? The MOTB is not what it is. The grain of rice. They tell you it's white women is sin. Come on, man. Now, hey, they're talking about the money being collapsed. They're about to do away with this dollar. And how you gonna get your ends meet? You got to get that grain of rice in your hand. And who's been telling us the truth about the MOTB from day one, since you heard it? Even though they've been on the streets in the 80s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s to 2000s, 2024, we still out there telling you what's to come, what's coming down the pipe. But the Lord is telling us, hey, we got to prepare ourselves. Wisdom and knowledge should be the speed of our times. You know, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it is safe. But let me move on with this. The Lord's willing this lesson. It says, the prophets which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass. Who is the word? Let's go to Psalms 40 and 7. This is the word. And this is Solomon, Yahushua speaking to King David. It says, then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book, and is written of me. The word is Yahushua. He's being ushered in. Salakia. The Lord Yahushua is being ushered in. We're unveiling our Lord, because he told us in Matthew, right? Because in that room, because the brother Mahar broke it down, that word rumor in this verse, right? This is Matthew 24, and I'm gonna just jump to the point. It says, and you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. The brother Mahar broke this word down. Rumor goes back to report. And who was reporting from Civil War? The New York Times. And so, what the spirit is beautiful. The brothers had we all have our take on it. It's all spiritual, right? The prophets told you this is going to happen. We got the intel from our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that he broke this down to the disciples, and the disciples broke this down to the Lord is still breaking it down to us. And hey, we're in this time, man. Definitely in this time. And you shall hear wars and rumors of wars, reports. See that ye be not troubled. Don't be troubled. Hey, if you're walking in the flesh, you're troubled, right? That's why we must walk in the spirit. We must be not entangled with the affairs of this life. The Lord willing, make us hard, endure hard, make us to endure hardness as a good soldier. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Lord willing, make us. That's our prayer. Make us endure. Make us endure. And the only way you're going to endure is trust in the Lord. Have faith. Hey, because this is where our faith is, like the elder out there in Vegas, he said in his video that he did today. Let me see if I can, let me cue it up. Let me see if I can, hold on for a second. This one, it was this one, Crunch Time Babylon, right? Let me see. I'm not going to go to it, but
critical in securing our nation, and we are in crunch time with our 702 authority set to expire next week. But now, increasingly concerning, is the potential for a coordinated attack here in the homeland, akin to the ISIS-K attack we saw at the Russia concert hall just a couple weeks ago. We also need funding to counter the threat from the People's Republic of China. It is critical in securing our nation, and we are in crunch time with our 702 authority set to...
So, we're in crunch time. The prophets have told you this before. And what he said in this video, he said when there's no water, when there is nothing out here, no electricity, our faith has to be in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai at all times. And after seeing that movie, it kind of put another spirit on me to understand that I got to be in the spirit every moment of the day to the best of my ability, in the best of our ability. And the only way you're going to be in the spirit of the Lord is call upon the name of the Lord. Let the name of the Lord be upon our lips forever. So, hey, man, he said it, man. It's that time, bro. It's that time, man. It says, and you should hear wars and rumors of wars, reports. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Why? Because the MOTB has to be mandated. And there's another movie in coming out, I think next, I don't know when they said, but it was these kids were in it was a preview. I forgot what the movie was, but basis of the movie was they were showing they were little children, right? 10, 8, 10, 9, 10 years old watching a movie, and it was about the MOTB. It was about the MOTB because they had to get a little mark on the back of their neck to be controlled. And didn't our elder apostles and elder bishops tell us the MOTB is that grain of rice? Revelation 13-16. And the other camps told you that there was no the MRK is sin, is white women, is man, come on, bro. That's you got a lot of blood in your hands, Jake. That know that you're Israel, man. That you're teaching our people to stay in that stupor state, that dead state. But hey, you were meant to deceive the world as well, because you've been deceived. You have been deceived. Lord's willing, we're not deceived. For nations shall rise up against nations, and kingdom against kingdoms, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, man. That's what's going on. That's what that's what Yahushua broke it down to us, and we have broke it down to you. The elders broke it down to us, and we're in our stead bringing it down to you. Now we're seeing the Lord's like, hey, be in the spirit, stay in the spirit, because I'm not letting up. He's not letting up, man. Let's go to, I wanted to start here, Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, now remember that created in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. The Lord is about to turn his back. He had to turn on Yahweh Shai. He had to do it. He had to turn to all his disciples. He's about to turn into the whole world. Jake, you in trouble. It's Jacob's trouble, man. You can see it, man. Lord willing, Abba Ratazah. Hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, man. It's all leading up to Jacob's trouble, man. A time like never before. Let's get that. Because, you know, you can see it clear as day. All praises to the Lord, man. Daniel's 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of the people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time that people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. You have to be written from the foundation of the book. Oh man. Jeez. You know, and one part what I really liked about the movie, when the reporters went into that where the guy said, what kind of American? Right? What kind of American? Right? And that guy was shooting, he shot them two, he shot the Hong Kong guy. He said, this is your friend? Pow, shot his ass. Right? And then one of the guys, the Jake was sitting, they couldn't walk. He was the biggest one. He stayed back because he couldn't run. They said, we need you to stay back because you can't run. And he's like, fuck. It kind of ate him up. But he had a different purpose, though. He had a different purpose of doing what he did. Right? So he came, he drove, he ran that guy over. And as he ran that guy over, he hit that little reporter girl into the dead bodies. And that really opened my eyes up to the movie, because she got blown into that little grave site with all them dead bodies. Right? And this what brought to my attention was Psalms 91 and Salakia 91 and hold on for a second. Here it is, I think. It's verse 7. It was because it looked like a lot of dead. It was a man. That man. It was beautiful, man. The citizens took the man. It's all prophecy, man. It's all prophecy, which I'm gonna grab that too. 2 Ezra 15, right? And it says, this is what really opened my eyes when that's what made her, she's like, now I really understand why I'm alive. And so she said something to that effect. And this truth has made us alive. And after that point, after she came out of that grave, and her colleague pulled her up, and she threw up. She actually threw up everything she believed in, which is Babylon the Great. We don't want to go back to this vomit. Let me jump into let me get the scripture. This is Psalms 91:7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. We're going to see a lot of death. And guess what she said? Now I'm alive. In so many words. In so many words. Right? And after that, she was bold as a lion. Let's get that. You know? She's like, fuck. She goes like, man, it doesn't really matter if I die now. I gotta die for the cause. You know, we gotta die for, Lord willing, we die for the cause of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, this is Proverbs 29:28-1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth. Right? The wicked flee when no man pursueth. Man. I was like, there's two reporters out there, bro. 2 women reporters, which represents the women of Israel, the elected Israel, right? But there was 2 women, but where are the men at? Reporting. All the men there was 2 of them, but it was actually mostly about the women reporting. Because, hey, you know, they did their part too, but hey, that's why the Lord called us men, to stand up. Who's going to stand up for the Lord? Lord, when we stand up for the Lord, man. It says the wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. Now she was as bold as a lion, going out there taking pictures. You know, going through the in the middle of getting shot up. She didn't give a shit if she died or not. She was as bold as a lion, man. Right? Let me grab 2nd Esdras, man. Let me grab 2nd Esdras, man. And let me go to Proverbs 22:3, man. And it says, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. How do we hide ourselves? How do we hide ourselves? In Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? In Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. That's how we're hiding in the Lord, because we know it's coming from him. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple passed on and are punished. The 2/3 about to be, man, it's over for Jake, man. And for the whole world, too. You know, Lord, hey, man, I'm not saying that I'm nobody, bro. I just want the Lord to win, man. And we just want the Lord to, and he's going to win. He's going to win regardless if I'm doing it or not. I'm just speaking real though, man. You know, all gloves are off, man. For real. This is 2nd Esdras. You got to fight for the Lord, because the Lord fought for us, man. It's time to fight for the, man. I'm speaking foremost to myself, man. You know? I can't, man, fuck, bro. Let me move on, man. Salakia, man. I'm just in the spirit, man. That's all. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, Egyptians fighting against the Egyptians, the kingdom against kingdoms, race against a different race. You know? Because, hey, you know, these missionaries, these low-level Edomites, you know, they gonna want to fight for their country. But the Lord's about to, this ain't your country. You stole this country, remember? You stole this country. And the Lord's about to steal this country. He's about to steal the whole world back from you because he gave it to you. He gave you the world to rule. Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, and he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If it's not the so-called white man covering the faces of Yahweh Shem Shai, then who is it? That's the question. And we know the question. It's Esau Edom. So the Lord's coming back to fight you and your cronies, man. He set you up to die. He set you up to be taken down, man. Just like he did every kingdom, from Babylon to Great Babylon, which we're standing in, where we dwell in. It says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, swords in their hands, right? That's talking about, you saw it in the movie, he said, the guy, he was like, at the gas station, he's $300. That gonna buy you a ham and a cheese sandwich. Hyperinflation. This is what the Lord wants. He's gonna let Esau to bring it out on the left-hand side. But Esau thinks he's gonna bring it out because he thinks he's God. But boy, you have been deceived, man, because you have been deceived by the Lord. Wisdom, Job 16:12-16. The wisdom and strength is with the wisdom and strength is with him. The deceiver and the deceiver are his. Right? So you have been deceived. So you don't think 2/3 have been deceived? You don't think we have been deceived at a point in our lives? Until the Lord opened, until he flipped on the switch. Gave us the name to understand that, man, this is all you. And we fear you. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions, to stand in their power and fight. Stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and not be able to, man. It's all because if you noticed, we noticed in the movie, everywhere they went, it was the military. It was the American military. Man. So hey, it's the Lord's. Come on, bro. All praises, man. All praises to the Lord, man. And because for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Everyone's afraid. Everybody's afraid, man. But the Lord's got to, because it was beautiful to see Esau, Edom, with them red glasses on. He was like, what type of American? He said, you're a North American, South American, Central American? He's like, Florida. Whatever she said, Colorado and like Wyoming or some shit. He's like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what kind of American I want. He says, that's what kind of American he's like, that's what I'm talking about. And he walked up to he's like, where you from? He's like, you can't speak. Make it clear. He said, where you from? I'm from Hong Kong. China? Pow. Come on, bro. That's what you see. That's what you seen. It's beautiful, bro. Let me close out with Psalms 37 real quick. Because this is for the wicked, man. This is for the wicked of our people, and the wicked of the heathen and the wicked. This is Psalms 37, 39, and 40. And it says, But the salvation of the righteous is of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. He is their strength in the time of trouble. Man, I know I'm sitting. I just came out of the movies, and I might not even make it home. Lord willing, I make it home. But if I don't, it's the Lord, man. That's how you gotta look at it, man. We gotta really put our trust in the Lord, man. This is the time to put the trust, have faith in the Lord, no matter what. You know, Lord willing, man. That's what that's my prayer for all of us, man. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He is their strength in the time of trouble, and the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. So all praises to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bahashem Harakah HaKadash. And double honors to elder apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone, where there's truth from. Peace and salutation to hopefully, like before we end, I'll say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahashem Harakah HaKadash. Shalom, 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 shalom.